MacVoices is supported by Smile, the makers of world-class software like Text Expander. Find out about all their great utilities at smilesoftware.com. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. MacVoices is at the SuperMeet in Las Vegas and NAB. Folks, it's time for what has become an annual event, our annual discussion with Roger Bolton of CoreMelt. Roger, it's good to see you.
How you going, Chuck?
I'm doing great. It's always good to see you. What do we have new from CoreMelt this year? Because you always are bringing out something new.
Well, this came out in December, so it's our new color grading tool. And yes, Apple just released some new color grading tools in 10.4, but we go beyond that. So we've got tracked masks built in using the Mocha Tracker, the same as some of our other plugins, plus a very, very powerful layer-based color correction system. And of course, there's a free trial available and lots of tutorials on our website. The other thing I want to mention is that there is a 30% off sale until the end of next week, the 20th of April. And if you go to our website, CoreMelt.com, there will be a banner there with a coupon for the sale.
Excellent, excellent. So layer-based color correction, did you say?
What we mean by that is that you have a bunch of tools and you apply them on top of each other, right? So and then you can mix them all. But then the beauty of the plugin is that everything you do in the end is collapsed to only one correction, right? So you can build it up with RGB curves, the hue curves, selective color correction with masks, and then as I said, it's very, very fast without having to render because of the fact that at the end of it, it's basically just putting it all into one correction.
So once you apply it, then is that it, or can you go back and adjust the correction?
No, it's always live, yes. You can always go back and adjust it.
Very interesting, very interesting. That's not something I think I've seen before. That's not common, is it?
Well, it kind of works the way I'm used to working in compositing programs, right? Like Nuke or those ones, in that you stack a bunch of tools up. It's hard for me to explain without having a video of it here, but on the website we've got examples of it where you can see that. I can even show you tomorrow.
Okay. I may take you up on it.
Yeah, sure.
So, how many plugins do you have now? I mean, you've got a bunch. CoreMelt is sort of your flagship, of course.
Products or plugins?
Okay, both, or either.
We've actually got over 250 plugins, but then there's 6 products which are collections of plugins. Right. Stabilization, lock and load. We've got our tracking plugins for doing things like screen replacement. So I could shoot this moving in my hand, track it, put a new screen in. We've also got tracked clone tools, as in hiding an object you don't want in the shot, with tracking as well. And we also have, which is not available yet, not on the website yet, but it will be very soon, a cloud-based transcription tool coming soon. It's Scribe-O-Matic, so that will enable you to throw an event or a project into our tool and get it transcribed using a cloud-based transcription service, and then sending it back to Final Cut Pro as markers or as notes attached to keyword ranges, or as titles, or as the new closed captions that Apple just put in FCP 10.4.1. Right, so we're actually previewing that here, but it's not on the website yet. It will be very soon.
Should I ask questions about that? Because that's very, very intriguing to me.
Sure, you can ask.
What kind of back-end engine are you using for that?
So we actually speak to all of them. We're speaking to a bunch of different cloud-based transcription services, but they all have systems that you set up to pay them per minute or whatever. But this will work that it will be a subscription service through us, and we take care of that for you. We will send it to the best place depending on if it's American English or British English, so on, different languages. And also for redundancy, if one of them is not working, we can send it somewhere else.
Very nice. And is that going to be an annual subscription, or is that part not worked out yet?
Well, there'll be basically options to just buy a fixed amount of minutes, 100 minutes of transcription, or to have a monthly plan where you get so many minutes per month. But yes, it'll be very flexible and very reasonable in price.
Is it because AI is getting that good at this point that we're seeing a lot of this now? I mean, as you said, Apple has just released an update to Final Cut that builds some of this stuff in. It's been there before to some degree, but not nearly as easy as something like what you're talking about.
Well, okay, so what Apple's doing is not transcribing the dialogue for you. You have to type it in or you have to import it from somewhere else. So the difference is we are taking your audio and sending it to the cloud and getting back a transcription. So yes, the reason that this is taking off is because of these cloud-based services, which means that it's continuously learning from all the samples that people send it and getting better. And they are using, as you say, AI techniques, neural networks, genetic algorithms, what they call basically deep learning. Yes, this is really just for the last 3 years that it's moving out of the research labs and into areas such as production. And that's going to happen just more and more.
It's an exciting time because now all of a sudden the audio programming for audio and video will be searchable.
Correct.
So yeah, this will be a major change.
I mean, we see this as being a really great tool for reality TV, documentary, news. I mean, sometimes they have 500 to 1 shooting ratio. They have 500 hours for 1 hour of final edit. So when you've got that much, and then the ability to just all of a sudden search for a phrase based on what people are saying, that's great. That's amazing. It saves you so much time.
The politicians should probably be afraid.
Sure. As long as if they stop lying, they don't have anything to be afraid of.
Good point. Again, this is probably unfair, but any idea when the transcription service is going to come out from you?
So it's in private beta at the moment with a small pool of beta testers. I think within the next month we'll have a sign-up form for the public beta where anyone will be able to test it out.
Very nice. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
The website where folks can go to learn all about this, take advantage of the sale, everything else.
CoreMelt.com, CoreMelt.com.
Roger, thanks so much. It's always good to see you.
No problem. Thank you.
Right back here next year?
Sure.
Why not?
Why not?
Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. We'll be back with more. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our MacVoices Facebook group and get more out of your Apple Tech with MacVoices magazine, free on Flipboard. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us at patreon.com/MacVoices and join these folks who help keep MacVoices coming to you. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at cashfly.com.